Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sumit here, back again with a video. So today I'm gonna teach you basically how to detect collision without using rigid body. So what is basically we're gonna learn today is just we will detect collision with the help of raycasting. So I am very excited you guys, and I hope you will be the same. So without further ado, let's get dive into the video. So here I am on my Unity scene, and let's just simply create a script called uh, collision detection. Now just double click on it to open Visual Studio. Here my Visual Studio has opened. Now first I am going to get the length of the array. So how I am going to do is like create a variable called float length of the array, and now another variable will be of type of box collider. So box or collider, actually collider collider box, let's name it. Now I am going to get the length of the array. How will I do that? Length of the array equals to collider box dot bond dot extends dot y. So here I am getting the length of the array, and now I will get another factor, which is directional factor, to move or to give the direction to this particular game object. So how I am going to do this? Directional factor, and directional factor equals to mathf dot sign, and here I am going to pass vector 3 dot up dot y. Okay, so basically it will move in the up direction. Okay, now in this update function, I'm going to get a start point of my array. So how will I do that? Create simply a call variable of vector 3 type, which will be start point. So start point equals to new vector 3, and here I am going to write collider box dot bond dot min dot x, and adding margin. So create another variable margin, and just adding this margin, and transform dot position dot y, and like transform dot position dot z. So this will be the start point of array. Now what we are going to do is like we will transform or we will translate this game object by writing just simply transform dot translate, and it will translate in up direction. So we're gonna write in vector 3 dot up, and this will multiply by a speed. So we just create a float variable called speed. Okay, now just write speed multiply by time dot delta time and that will multiply by directional factor. So if this directional factor's value is in minus, then it will go in down direction, or else it will go in up direction. Now just simply create a function called collision vertically. So this will determine whether collision is happening in vertical direction or not. So to do this, let's create another variable of vector3 type, origin, and in this origin will be assigned with a start point. Okay, then I'm going to get the distance between one ray to another ray. So how I'm going to do that is, let's create a variable called number of ray. So how many ray I want to create, number of rays, and another variable will be distance between rays. Okay, so distance btw rays, and distance between rays equals to, so this formula will give the distance between of each ray. So what we're gonna do, collider box dot bond dot size dot x minus 2 multiply by margin, and this will divided by number of rays minus 1. Okay, and what is happening? Okay, distance between ray, number of rays minus 1, and basically this is giving a vector 3. Actually it's float, so here we need to write, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to run a for loop, and this loop will run till my number of rays. Okay, so every time this loop will run and create a ray. Okay, so to create a ray, we will create a variable type ray, and its name will be ray. And if the ray is hitting with any other object, so to store that information of collision, we will create another variable of type raycast hit, and suppose name will be hit info. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is, like, to draw a ray or to create a ray, actually ray equals to new ray, and here I will pass origin. So this will be the origin of ray. Okay, and the direction, which is vector3 dot up, and multiply by directional factor. Okay, now to draw the ray, I'm going to write debug dot draw ray, and just simply copying this thing and pasting over here, and adding one more parameter called color dot suppose red, not this color but color dot red. Okay, so this will draw the ray in our scene view actually. Now I am just simply checking if that game object, if this game object is colliding with another game object. So to check that particular condition, I am going to write physics dot ray cast, and here I am passing my ray. Okay, now another thing will be out hit info. So if my ray is hitting some other object, then the collision information will be stored in this particular variable. And last parameter will be length of the ray. So length of the ray. Okay, now what will we do is, like, if it is colliding, let's just simply change its directional factor value. So equals to minus directional factor, that's it, and return true. And then we will write origin plus equals to new vector 3, and here I am going to write distance between ray, actually not, yeah, distance between ray, then 0, and at the end just simply writing return false. And now if this function gives true, then we will switch the direction, okay, or else we will transform this game object. So I'm just going to in my Unity, there is no error. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to create 3 simple cubes, 3D cube. Okay, let's say just copy and paste it, and I am just changing position of these cubes 1 and 2. Okay, let's recenter my camera. I think camera component is not proper, so let's create another new camera. Okay, just reset its position 0 0 and -10. Fine. Orthographic. Okay, then why it's not running? Just recenter all these cubes actually. Fine. Now change its position, like here and here. Okay, let's call this cube player. Okay, this will be simply just cube. Okay, now I am going to attach my collision detection script with the player, and here I am passing the movement speed and number of ray which we want to draw in the scene view. Just let's play this. Okay, now another I forgot to create this collider public so that we can give the reference of our player's collider. Okay, now I'm assigning this and if I run the game, see, our ray is basically casting, if you can see. So this is how you can achieve collision detection without using rigid body, and this will be also optimum in performance as well. So this is it. I hope this video will be helpful for you guys, and if you like this video, please hit on like button and subscribe this channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, just bye.